All right. Well, here's where a large majority of you guys, I'd say 70 to 90%, are going to want to send your resupply boxes to. Okay. So this is one of those, these are one of those places on trail that's hard to resupply. So you're going to want to send a resupply box to. And they're probably the only places I would recommend sending a resupply box to. First place is going to be the only one in California, is going to be in Northern California. You're going to want to send a resupply box to either Donner Summit, which is the Soda Springs General Store Post Office. If you look at the icon, I show you how to do it, how to address your box and label it and all that. So the Soda Springs General Store Post Office, that's Donner Summit. That'll avoid you having to go into Truckee. And Truckee's not a great place to resupply anyway, but if you're going to zero, yes, go ahead. So Soda Springs Post Office or Sierra City General Store. So Sierra City General Store or Soda Springs is going to be your first box if you're NOBO. Resupply box if you're NOBO. Second place you're going to send it to is going to be in Oregon. Next place is going to be Crater Lake. Very hard to get from Crater Lake either to Bend or back to Bedford, Ashland for a big resupply, or even Shaloquin or Chamalt. So when you get to send a resupply box to Crater Lake, I'd say 80 to 90% of you are going to send a resupply box to Crater Lake. I'd say 70 to 80% of you guys are going to send a box to Shelter Cove, which is next, and that's on Odell Lake in Oregon. So again, it's going to take you a couple of days from Shelter Cove to hitch to a couple of hours anyway, to hitch to Bend, but that'd be the closest city a little bit west, east, and north of Shelter Cove. So send us a resupply box to Shelter Cove, or at least consider sending a resupply box to Shelter Cove. Send your next resupply box to either Timberline Lodge or Government Camp. It's going to be at Government Camp is where you're going to send it to. It is a little bit of a walk from Timberline Lodge to Government Camp, but it can be done, and you'll see the instructions. But I do suggest sending a resupply box to Timberline or Government Camp. Those Shelter Cove I know is UPS only, and I believe Government Camp is UPS only. I'm not 100% sure about Big Lake Youth Camp, and I know Olali doesn't allow you to have resupply box send outs too. There is a way where you can go like a little north of Shelter Cove. You'll get to Santiam Pass, and then you can hitch east to either Sisters or Bend on Santiam Pass. So that's a good way to mitigate having to critically send a box to Government Camp or Timberline, but a lot of hikers will send it to Timberline so they don't have to hitch to Bend or Santiam, especially if they just got back from Bend or Santiam through one of the other lower southern passes. And then, of course, Stehekin. You're going to want to send a resupply box to Stehekin and say hi to Katie for me. All right, cheers. So those are your 5 places where I recommend sending a resupply box to: Sierra City or Soda Springs General Store. That's at Donner Summit, Crater Lake, Shelter Cove, and Timberline Lodge, Government Camp, and Stehekin. Cheers. See ya.